You can't teach entrepreneurship. First of all, it has to be in you.
We like to master things first before we go ahead and throw a price, because we don't like to just take money from people.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, like we like money,
But
it's not about the money for us.
You always want to think about how you want to make somebody feel.
Right.
How do you want to feel as a customer?
Yeah. Hey guys, it's Alexis Callie, and we're back with another episode of Beyond the Brushes. And today I have a special guest, mom, entrepreneur, fashion designer, and overall boss, Nam Bella.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you came because it's easier for me to kind of flow with my topics and stuff when I have somebody that I could talk to and relate to. And I think we have a lot in common, and I think that we could give the audience a little insight about our lifestyle.
Right.
With you being a fashion designer, a mom, a business owner, I think we have a lot that we could kind of
flow on.
Yeah, join together.
Every time we speak, it seems like we are the same person, which is so weird because I never met another me before in the aspect of being so passionate about something. Yeah. So it's always a pleasure, like literally always a pleasure.
I appreciate you. And before we jump into this episode, make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel. And I want to first start off with, I want you to give the audience a little bit about you. Okay. And how you started off in your career and basically where you are now.
Okay. So a little bit about myself. I touched it.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I'm a seamstress, a designer, and I like to call myself a creative because I don't just like doing clothing. I like doing accessories, bags, pillows. I actually started with pillows, custom pillows for people, $10 a pop.
I remember that.
Which is crazy. So that extra support made me want to move on to do the harder things because for some reason people see you do one thing and they're like, okay, so you should be able to do this. Yeah. And they start asking me for things I've never even promoted, you know? But then after a while, you just start practicing and you know, you take yourself to the next level. Next thing you know, you're running a business.
I always wanted to know, like, how did you go from pillows to clothes? And not even just to clothing. You were doing, like, I saw you doing, like, T-shirts at one point. I saw you doing sweatsuits. I've then even seen you doing gowns now. So how did you go from pillows to actual clothing to gowns?
Pressure. People pressure me into doing these things that I didn't even know I could do yet. And, you know, they'll pay you to do it. They'll pay you to practice. They'll pay you to try.
Right.
And it's like, all right. Like, I didn't say I can't. I just said I don't. Right. So next thing, you know, you start kind of practicing. You research YouTube. Yeah. University. And then it gets, you know, you level up until it's like, now I do this. Yeah. Now I'm going to charge for this. Now I'm going to charge what I want for this. Yeah. And so it's an easier transition when you actually let that pressure do something good for you. Yeah.
You know? I feel like we have that in common. Like, we always like to make sure that we're mastering stuff before we charge people, or we're actually learning about these things before we just go ahead and just say, hey, I can do that. I can do that. Just because we know it's easy for us to kind of learn it. Yeah. I think that we like to master things first before we go ahead and throw a price, because we don't like to just take money from people. Don't get me wrong. Like, we like money, but we don't like to just, and it's not about the money for us.
It's not.
You know?
It's not. It's definitely about like the reputation and the respect, because respectfully, when I pay for something, I want it to be worth that money. So I try to think about that when I'm selling anything to anybody else. I need the quality to be there. I need to be able to say, like, I wear this on a regular, I wash it and it comes back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That same respect, you have to keep that with your own brand. Right. Because that person's money might be their last. They spending to support you.
Exactly.
So give it your best. Yeah. And if you know it's not your best, don't put it out yet. Just wait.
And that's how people remember you. And that's what I say about even having like events and stuff. And people like to throw classes. As soon as they learn something, they want to just throw a class. And I'm just kind of like,
reteach
just
it.
wait, just kind of soak it in, learn it, master it, trial and error. And then you can go ahead and do something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Also, like you want to put into your course or your class or your ebook, whatever you was missing when you were looking for the information. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I always think about that. Like when I've bought many ebooks.
Right, me too.
You know, on business credit and all of that. Look, it's
I pay for
okay.
knowledge.
Me too.
I pay for knowledge.
Constantly.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, there's so many gaps in this ebook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand why it costs as much as it costs, because you do got to follow up and research deeper and deeper.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of get the easy route because you have this person that went through these trials that you're about to go through, and now they're kind of just writing a book and saying, hey, instead of you going through all these things that I went through, this is what you need to do step by step.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was like one of the best things that we could have like nowadays, especially in 2024. Ebooks have been selling, I mean, making people millionaires at this point.
I have mine in the drafts now.
So I always knew that knowledge was always going to sell, and that was always something that I would have, and that no one can ever really take from me.
Yeah, because I love the Makeup Academy. Like,
thank you.
You know, that was so cute with the kids. It taught them more than just makeup. It really taught them that they can be an entrepreneur, and this is how. You know what I'm saying? You're very impressionable. So them seeing somebody like you, it was just everything for them. You know what I'm saying? So that was amazing.
Yeah, and thank you. I actually had Nam come as a special guest at my Makeup Artistry Academy.
It was nice.
She did a makeup routine. I think it was eyeshadow.
Yeah, easy eyeshadow look.
Yeah, eyeshadow routines. And didn't the girls learn, right? They caught on really quick.
Did.
And we didn't teach them any like baby versions or anything like that.
They learned like big girls. And they felt like it. So they was putting on.
So I'm like, imagine if I spent 2 weeks with them and they're at this age right now. So just imagine what it would be at 18 if they stay consistent.
Or even just make a channel. They don't even have to run a whole business or anything.
Exactly. Just have fun, be creative.
Very creative,
Right.
They need that outlet. Like it's another outlet for kids.
Yeah.
So I love it.
That's what I'm kind of working on right now. But back to you with business and everything. I know you're a mom, and I'm a mom as well. Right. I'm like, that's like a whole other
job
whole other topic. We have whole another door we about to open up.
Okay. All right.
But what was your life like before? What was your business like before motherhood?
I feel like my business was just a hustle before. It wasn't a business yet.
Ooh, I like that.
It just wasn't. I was selling pillows. I'm flipping cupcake jars. I'm wilding. I had time. So I was just hustling hard. Any product that I felt like people was buzzing, I'm like, oh, okay, you want it?
No, I've been there. That's why it's so funny.
Oh, you right.
Yeah, like, oh, what time? Anytime. Yeah.
So, and then once I was pregnant and waiting on him to come, I was deep into the custom pillow thing. And it was growing into the clothing line.
Did you feel like you had to get more serious? Or did you feel like I just needed to be more income? Did you just want it to be more income?
I needed to figure out what it was going to be.
Right.
I didn't really feel like I'm going to sell pillows forever. That wasn't going to be it. You know what I'm saying? So I took the time while I was pregnant. I read so many books.
Okay.
I did so much studying, which is crazy.
On what?
And on business, on every area of it.
Yeah.
Because even though I have the MBA, it teaches you how to be an employee.
Right.
When you go to school for business, it teaches you how to be a part of a company. Okay. It teaches you what parts of the company there is.
Okay.
It's so many branches. You can't possibly do everything by yourself.
Exactly.
But as an entrepreneur, now that's a new course at FIT.
And
they love us. But I feel like, this is just me, speaking. Don't take no offense, but You can't teach entrepreneurship. First of all, it has to be in you. Yes. You really got to have that burning passion to even research on your own. Yes. College kind of just teaches you structure. It teaches you how to research, but you're not going to retain all that information. Mm-hmm. So as you get older, at every level that you get, you got to keep researching on your own to figure out how to do what you're trying to get done. Yeah. So while I was pregnant, I had all that time in the world to sit down and read and study and figure out how to even put a business plan together, what's my mission statement, all of that stuff, because what am I building off of? Right. I have no foundation. I just make pillows and cupcakes. Right. I'm like,
where
this
did
can't
you
be
get that
it.
mindset from, though? Does that come from?
I don't know.
I feel like that probably comes from just customer service skill, like just working. Because what kind of job did you have prior? Because you obviously worked for a company before, so you kind of knew where to start somehow.
Yeah, I worked in several jobs because I was doing temping for a while. Mm-hmm. And it kind of did help me to see what type of business I wanted to be involved with. Right. I worked for LG Electronics. I worked for an engineering company, which I had no idea what they did, but I was a part of the supply chain. Oh, okay. So it just so happens I went to school and I learned about that too. So I'm like, okay, now I see structure. Every business has just a similar structure. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I'm breaking everything down. Like, okay, so if I want to do X, Y, Z, I'm going to need to do A, B, C. Right. All right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it just comes from just watching things and being involved in certain companies and seeing all the similarities and then going to school. Yeah. And then it was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think having a customer service job, or just not even customer service job, just a job overall where you have to represent your company and you have to know how to speak to people the right way, send the proper emails, just all of that stuff, just how to organize and represent the business. And that was something that I felt like I took from my previous job too. Before I got into makeup, I just pretty much was like, okay, this is how they do their payroll. Right. This is how they operate this. Right. And this is how they operate that. So let me just take all of those things that I've learned because they trained me and let me train myself now.
For my business.
For my business, and actually write out, how do I want my business to be structured? So I think that having a job prior to creating a business is very important.
It's a key.
Because you need to know how to represent a business and how to not speak for yourself and you're kind of speaking for the business.
That's true. You want to represent yourself well, and you always want to think about how you want to make somebody feel. Right. How do you want to feel as a customer? Yes. You know, so I start there and then I start thinking, okay, maybe I should have some waters, you know, when they come in, they're going to have to wait.
What would you like?
Yeah. Yeah. And then take from those businesses that you like. You go in a Gucci store and they know you're about to spend some money. They pop a bottle for you real quick.
They got that champagne. Yeah. They got that. Yeah. They have.
So you think about all those things and it's like, wow, that's a treat. Like I want to treat my customers like that.
You want it to be experience.
Yeah, a good experience. Right. And now they're going to travel and tell somebody else. Right. And, you know, because you left them with such a good feeling. Right. It's like, all right. Right. I'm going to tell my girl about you. Yeah. Tell all of them. Tell all of them. Bring
you need your client. Well, I always say clients for everything, but you need your customers to feel good. You want them to remember you. You want them to be comfortable with spending their money with you.
For real.
You know, people don't have to spend their money with you. So make sure people feel comfortable and they're not second guessing giving you their hard-earned money.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to you being a mom.
Okay.
You had the baby.
Yes.
And then how did that
I'm going to fast track it because it wasn't really up to me. Once I had the baby, I stayed out for as long as I could. And then I went back to the job. They switched things around so much that all of a sudden they didn't need my position anymore. So yeah, they let me go with severance pay and I was on my own. I was okay because I have a very supportive baby father. Right. And, you know, we got a good family unit. And then the empty store just popped up around the corner from my house. And I went to see it. I got the numbers.
Because you knew you needed space. Because I was telling you that too. Like,
because the baby's room took over my in-home creative office.
Yeah.
And I didn't have space anymore. I'm like, wow, this is about to be all his. I'm like, what am I going to do? Am I going to give all of this up?
Right.
So I spoke to my partner about getting the store. And yes, I had to talk to him because, I needed help with that.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay for all of that. And then if I fail, I need somebody to catch me. So I'm just going to give you this warning that I'm about to jump off this bridge. Can you catch me? Like,
can you be there to save me just in case my parachute don't open up?
Could you help me out with the payments on the parachute real quick? Because I didn't even have enough to jump.
You know what? They said I only could jump for so long.
Well, it was a good idea. And then it was just like, okay. So then it made me figure out even more. I spoke to my cousin. I'm like, listen, I want to do a store, but I know I don't have vendors. I don't know how to get enough things in my store to sell.
To keep the cash flow going.
Yeah, I said, what do I do? So we started researching trade shows. Mm-hmm. It just so God is crazy.
He put you in these awkward positions.
It's not even that. Once you say it, be ready to receive it, right? Because soon as I said it, trade shows, the one in New York, they usually do the makeup one. They do one for clothing, men's clothing, children's clothing. Mm-hmm. The one that I needed happened to be coming to New York that weekend. It was like a Monday, Tuesday.
It was just...
And I was able to register because I had all my business stuff, information correct.
Ready. Mm-hmm.
That preparation.
That's right. Have that business stuff
when
together.
That preparation meets opportunity, that's success.
Right.
That's luck.
Right.
So that trade show was coming. I had enough time to register. My cousin was just like, Inspector Gadget on the computer. She was like, all right, it's this weekend. We're going to go Friday, da-da-da-da. I was like so scared. Soon as, because it was coming.
Like,
look, I got the goosebumps all over.
Like it's happening. It's just coming right now.
So once it came, I was like, oh my God, we got to go. So we went, found all these clothing vendors. I was exposed to just so much information at once. I was just like, bruh, this is crazy. Thank God I had the credit to buy everything that I needed. Wow. And then the store opened. I was like, wow.
Oh my goodness. That was made for you.
That was insanity.
Like, but like you said, be ready to receive it when you speak it.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff,
it's not a joke.
I'd be nervous to ask for it too, because I'd be like, damn, like, am I ready for it?
Right.
Like, God, am I
going to be
right
prepared?
Space? Yeah,
right.
To receive it.
It was a back burner blessing because I had all the time in the world to spend with my baby.
Okay.
That was like, perfect. I couldn't have asked for anything else. I had the freedom. I had this open schedule. I had everything you want from entrepreneurship as soon as I asked for it.
Wow, that was a blessing. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever, like, 100% just given up on your business?
I thought about it, but it never happened. Okay. And it never happened because I'm so fully invested now. I got my man fully invested now. I have my family, my friends fully invested now.
Yeah.
My sisters watch me. I'm the eldest of 6. They are watching me. It's so much prep. Yeah.
No, wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, it's 6 of us. It's 3 boys and 3 girls, and I'm the oldest.
Wow.
And they are watching. So...
And they see it happening.
They see it happening.
They see it happening with just the little that we have. They see
that you could make it shake. My mother and father too, which is crazy.
And we might be the ones to get them out.
My mother and father watch me and they're inspired too because, you know, you could tell your parents wanted to do something and they probably just didn't have whatever it was that you need to go for it. Yeah. My father, he does. He does hardwood flooring. Okay. But it's so artistic. And he's been doing this for as long as I've been alive now, which is crazy. And I've watched his progression. Yeah. So maybe I get that from him.
Yeah, I watch your dad and I watch him definitely come out and support a lot of the stuff. Almost everything you do.
Everything.
Yeah,
you don't play about me.
Almost everything you do. So shout out to the parents that come through and support their kids, even if you didn't get a chance to kind of live that life and you have to kind of live through your kids.
Yeah, we need you guys.
Yes, we need you and we appreciate you guys for being there. Seriously, because...
And the older uncles and everybody. We need everybody. because this is the hardest situation ever, especially with the up and downs of the finances, the emotional pull that it takes from us, and trying to be parents. We've never been parents before, just like we've never been business owners before.
Right.
You know, so
and for this to happen at one time,
at once it was kind of like, like I thought I was tough.
Yeah, like, are you ready? And
I thought I was tough. Like, I'm gonna go cry in the car, but I'm gonna come back in here and I'm gonna just.
But we Aries, I feel like we're problem solvers.
Yeah.
We like a challenge too.
It drives us.
Yeah,
like if somebody pissed me off, I only go level up.
Oh my God. That's
all
really
right, girl. All right.
Watch this.
I watch. And it just get wild. Like
that's always
but it's good for us.
That's always been my revenge. Yeah. Like I'm gonna just level up. Like
and it's not even about the money.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
It's just about how I feel about myself.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes when somebody do stuff to you, you start to feel a certain type of way. And it's just like, nah.
Yeah.
Let me fix how I feel. Because then it's going to show on Instagram. It's going to show on the podcast. It's going to show when you see me out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's going to show when I show up to work and dressed all.
So I might as well just fix it.
Let me get myself together because it's just me and I'm still blessed at the end of the day. So no matter what somebody does to you, just be okay with yourself. You don't even need more money to stunt or, you know, just be okay.
So how are you mentally? Like, how do you really balance with having goals for yourself and having the pressure of your family counting on you and then you kind of not getting there yet? How do you mentally balance that?
I would say that I don't feel too much pressure as far as them counting on me because nobody counts on me financially except my kid, thank God. So it's not that type of pressure, but it is as far as like me making it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And being happy at the same time to be able to show up for their events and their birthdays and, you know, special things for them.
Yeah.
That's really all they really want. They're not banking on you getting rich so that then you can spin the block for them.
Right.
They want you to be able to stop what you're doing and do it now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you made me a priority.
Yeah.
So that's really it. That's how I feel. And it makes me feel good when we get to hang out with the friends and family and everybody laughing. And like for my birthdays, when I invited you.
I love it. I always come out for your birthday.
That was always a vibe just because everybody's around. Yes. I don't do anything special, no birthday dinners to make everybody spend $300
That's
each.
why I like your birthday dinners because I'm calling it a dinner. That's why I like your birthday gatherings because I feel like it just feels so like
easy. It's easy, just natural.
Genuine, and just everybody is just flowing and just vibing.
Nobody's
trying to impress anybody. Nobody is having to spend hundreds of dollars. No. Everybody just probably playing cards, drinking, having a little drink.
Anything you want to do. Invite who you want to invite and we chilling. I always make cupcakes.
You always make cupcakes. Even if it's rain. It's been raining a few years and we still like out there. We at the shop. Hanging out.
Was so nice. So like that's the best part. That's all your family be wanting from you. Don't think nothing further, nothing. That's it. And then when you get rich, they expect that turn up to be even bigger. You know?
My cousin talk about it to this day. She's like, girl, I can't wait till you blow up. We're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing that. I'm like, she just get me hyped because she can literally see my life. Like,
she can see it happening. So that's even better. Put more energy on it. I love when my family believes something.
Right.
And then they soup you up, put that little battery in your back, and then you go for it.
So how do you feel about working with family? Is family something that, you know, you'll be able to collab with in the future? Or do you like to keep your family separate from your business?
No, because my sisters are artists. One of my sisters, she's a model. She does the New York Fashion Week fashion shows and everything.
That's your sister?
Yeah. She does that.
That was your cousin.
No, it's my sister. The one that has the same birthday as you.
Yeah.
She's an Aries.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
that is so cool.
She's 100% dedicated to this modeling thing. So
she gives that.
I always gotta make something, let her wear it. We take pictures. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to use her too much, but she always down. And then my other sister is a tattoo artist.
Okay.
And I got my sisters art all over me.
Okay.
I don't play about
I love
them.
it. You like me. We got a lot of tattoos, but they hidden.
They hidden. Yeah, I like them to be shown when I walk.
We like to be a lady still.
But
that's cool.
It's a lot of artists.
You have?
5.
You got 5. I think I got like 8. No, maybe like 7.
Small ones, right? Yeah. I think the biggest one I got is this flower because it was a cover
one on my rib right here. It's a mannequin. I thought I was going to be a fashion designer. I thought I was going to be a fashion designer.
Still could.
Yeah.
Hello.
You never know. Look, you never know. Look, I'm a makeup artist. Didn't think I was going to be a makeup artist.
Yeah.
So look at where we are today.
I love it though.
Yeah. So
it's necessary.
What about relationships? Because I need you to give me some advice. Maybe you could give us some advice.
All right.
Because
what's the question?
I want to know, how are you able to
balance?
keep your spouse happy? Like, how are you giving that person 100% of your attention and time and giving 100% to your business? Like, I feel like I always lack one. And whoever I date, I feel like they have to just understand that, like,
because they have to also be an entrepreneur or a hustler themselves.
To understand, right?
That's really what it is, because I'm clingy but not clingy.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I have a son who is like on my neck every second. You know, he forces it out of me. But for my man, because we both busy, we both have a lot going on. So there's whole weeks where you feel he's a party promoter.
Okay.
And he has to be out at night.
Right.
I have to be a mom at night. So
did he have a job before? Was there a time where it was vice versa?
Yeah, and that was before the baby. And we both were working the same hours. And then after work, we were just like stuck like glue.
Right.
But again, I was still just doing the prep work, finishing up my degree, because I was doing an online degree for my master's.
Okay.
And we in the house together. Yeah. So we spent a lot of time together over these years to where now we getting busy. The kid is in school. I got to go to work. You going to do this. He in the house resting up. I come back. We both see the baby, and then he has to go off to the nightlife. And
so it sounds like, I think that sounds pretty simple, right?
Yeah, it flows.
If both parents are willing to co-parent, not even co-parent, but just, you know, get things together for the sake of the child and be able to sacrifice
a little bit of time,
a little bit of
anything.
A little bit of anything.
We together. We always at IHOP.
So why don't you feel like it works for other women?
Who said it doesn't?
No, some women, they can't really balance dating and being an entrepreneur, being as though the schedules are so
conflicting.
It's up and down. Moods are switching. Business slow. Business
it's not
fast.
easy. I think you do have to have, the important key is to have somebody who is willing to understand you and willing to understand what you're trying to do and working towards. And they have to be able to support that. If they don't support that, then it's not going to work.
Okay.
So they can't say, I support everything you do. I'm so proud of you. And then, oh, you ain't never here. You don't got time for me.
That's what I feel like I've been getting. I don't understand. Did you not understand that I was
this is how it kind of works. But then sometimes you do have to check yourself. Whereas it's like, am I doing a little too much of this business? Because sometimes you need to take your eye off of that too.
Yeah, you're right.
And sometimes that happens. Like, I get mad sometimes. I know this sounds weird. I get mad when somebody invite me somewhere.
Oh, because they feel like they give you another task, right?
Be like, bro,
they're giving me another thing to do. Yeah.
Oh, that's not their fault. Me. But then when you're not invited, you gonna feel some type like, you could have told me. Like,
right.
Let me tell you no.
So what's your advice to just balancing that?
To balance it, again, you do got to have somebody that's willing. You don't just make that work by yourself. It doesn't just work by yourself. But having that person that's willing to go through the fire with you, it can't last forever. I'm telling you now, have a cutoff point. If look, babes, if this don't get here by here, then I'm gonna find something else, or I'm gonna make something else work. Because we had to have those hard conversations too. There was times where I was falling way too low, and it's just like, now you pulling us both down. If we're a team, you can't. No, That's not even fair. You know what I'm saying? So figure out something. Let's talk about it, though. We always speak about things. So be able to communicate well with that person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if y'all can't do something together as a business, or if the support is not good, it's not going to work.
Yeah. Do you feel like the same thing applies with friendships? Do you feel like your friend needs to understand?
No, she ain't got to do nothing.
Because I feel like even with me, I do have a hard time supporting my friends, being as though my schedule as a makeup artist, I work mostly weekends, and 10 times out of 10, everybody event is on a Friday, a Saturday, or a Sunday. And those are the main and probably even the only days sometimes.
And that's why I
money.
said we both get mad when it's like, you invited me somewhere, you know.
I just feel like if you know that your friend has a service-based business or is an entrepreneur, you clearly need to schedule ahead.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that lifestyle where we can just kind of up and go or just say, hey, you going out Friday? I'm coming out with you. We literally need everything to be organized.
Yeah, like in advance. And it reminds me a couple days ahead, because I probably thought I was just going to go home and just relax. Look, it's like, ooh, I said I was going out.
Right.
I got to do
like
my
you
hair.
Just gotta put people in your schedule, right?
Yeah.
Without it sounding so bougie. Like, I literally tell people like, all right, I'm going to put that in my schedule. We're going to go get drinks. They like, okay.
Like, no, it's serious, or else I'm not going to come.
We're not going. If I don't put you in my schedule, we're not going.
And if you don't follow up, like if you were serious about coming, I mean, going, I'm not going to say nothing.
If you don't follow up the day before, it's a wrap. I'm assuming we're not going.
So we're not doing it.
I'm assuming we're just going to do this another day. Because there's no way that you're just going to not talk to me the whole time and then text me like I'm here.
Yeah. No, absolutely
You got to surprise.
Absolutely not. No. But with friends, I think they can support you in different ways and you can support them in different ways. It's not as close-knit as your man. Yeah. But dating is different than a relationship.
Yeah.
So I can't speak for that because I haven't dated as an entrepreneur, but I would imagine as a stepping stone, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure that person understand what you got going on.
Yeah.
Immediately.
So do your friends ever like invite you out and it's kind of like, I feel like, I haven't went to see my friends or supported my friends in a long time. Like,
yeah, but then we'll do something. No, I don't feel guilty because the good friends will make sure that they do something that you can get to. So we'll do a brunch. You know what I'm saying? We'll go meet up at the mall. You know what I'm saying? And do something mutual and spend time together.
Yeah.
It's not always you didn't come to my birthday party.
This one day. Right.
It's like,
now, I was going to have a difficult time. I don't have no sitter.
Yeah, or something. Or maybe I just was feeling down in the dumps. I'm not coming nowhere with a bad vibe. If I don't feel good, or you know what I'm saying? I can't just come. That is a Debbie Downer. Yeah. I would rather somebody like that stay home.
Yeah, but let your friend know in advance.
Text somebody, yeah.
Let me know if you're not coming to my party or if you're not coming to somewhere I invited you. Let me know in advance. Don't let me know 5 minutes before because you clearly knew you was not coming.
Yeah, that gives weird vibes.
I mean,
ahead of time.
Yeah, right? As far I feel like I have a good small group of friends.
Yes.
I feel like these are my only friends left because these are the only people that literally know my schedule. They know my life. They know how overwhelmed I get and I want to be there for everybody. Yeah. But I'm that type of friend that if I'm not there at your party, I got you something. Or we're going to do something. And when we together, it's your birthday all over again because the day I'm with you, that's your birthday.
That makes it special.
Yeah.
That makes it special. So,
but I lose a lot of friends. I lose a lot of friends too because they're like, you never come to my events and I always come to yours. I'm like, my whole life is kind of full of events.
That wasn't a friend. That wasn't a friend.
Right? I feel like they kind of was looking for something.
You just answered it.
I don't know.
You just answered it.
And I was feeling guilty at first because I'm like, how do I not feel like I'm neglecting my friends?
I just feel like they just have to understand. And if not, then you know what I'm saying? You can't possibly be my friend.
Right.
You can't. Because I'm talking to you enough to tell you what be going on, giving you my experience, my day-to-day experience about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, if you can't, so,
right.
Like,
clearly you have too much time on your
what we
hands,
doing?
Sometimes
you good?
That
would send us you good text quick. You good?
Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna dig too deep. I'm not screwing you.
Yeah.
So you gotta be all right. Because if not, then go ahead.
Yeah, see, people are clingy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very clingy. And I feel like sometimes I make friends and then they'll say, I'll like help them with their business or something like that. And next day they go on about their business. Few weeks go by and I'm like, hey, how's your business? Oh, well, you never, sent me back how to do the LLC. So I never did anything or da-da-da. And I'm just like, you was waiting on me the whole time?
Again,
like,
you can't teach entrepreneurship in that way because you really got to have it in you. Yeah. How come I could just figure out whatever I want to know by just going to research it? I'm going to go look it up. I'm going to figure it out. Nobody told you.
Figure it out.
Nobody told you. So it's like it was in you.
And then when I have my boss brunch, they're not there. And I'm like, I literally throw this event just to show you,
just to share knowledge,
how to start a business,
so you can skip those steps of having to research it yourself.
Exactly. So you can have all the questions that you want to ask me are going to be answered literally right there, and we're doing it together. So yeah, it's been hard for me to keep friends. That's why I appreciate having you as a business friend and a friend on the side, kind of like a sister.
She called me a friend on the side. That's it.
I have to separate it from business.
Because our friendship and relationship is very respectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's always on a business tip. I've never called or text you to check you about something.
I feel like I don't do that with anybody.
No, but just... No, I don't know. But you know your older cousin to call or they'll hit you up like,
bro, yeah.
Why would you post that?
Yeah. Like, we don't kind of like be on that.
We don't do that.
I feel like we're both private in a way.
Yeah.
And it's not secretive, but it's more so like we just don't like to put each other's problems. Like when I come to you, I don't want to pour my problems onto you, even though we both end up pouring our problems into each other anyway.
Yeah.
But even when I come around anybody, I don't like to
put weight on anybody. Yeah,
same. Anything. I don't like for people to worry about me
unless they ask.
Yeah.
If you ask and you kind of dig it out, then I don't mind sharing.
Right.
But yeah, just to call and just be like, "What you doing?"
Yeah, I can't.
Girl, let me tell you about my day.
And then you got some friends that want to like talk on the phone all day with you. I feel like once we talk about whatever we talk about, I'm all right, girl, I'll see you later. So,
see, I heard you say that you're not a phone call person. You're not a text person.
I'm not a text person.
But you'll rather get it all out the way on a
call.
I will continue a text for a week. I don't like being on the phone. Don't call me because
don't get me wrong, I don't want to be on the phone either. I just like to be in person. I like to
in person,
keep the conversation
in person
going.
Is wonderful.
Through text,
but on the phone and FaceTime, I feel obligated to
give you all my attention. I feel
to answer immediately. Sometimes I don't know yet.
Yeah.
I need a little buffer time.
I want buffer time. No,
give me some buffer time. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I could keep, because you don't got to, I don't expect, when I text somebody, I don't expect you to answer me immediately.
Away. Exactly.
Unless we were back and forth, but
I feel like a text message is kind of like when you get to it, get to it.
Yeah, it's like a voicemail. It's like a readable voicemail. Just leave me a little note. Yeah. And then I'm going to come check it and then I'll answer it. But I'm not going to,
what's too far though? I know I'll be pushing it, but like, what's too long? Because I will reply 3 days later.
You only push it when
my ass off. Like,
when we trying to,
so serious.
When we planning and scheduling something, I'll be like, bro, I need to know if I'm coming. I need to know. Yes. And then I'm like, you know what?
Because I'm in my head, I got everything together. All right, this is my problem. I don't like to speak to someone unless I already thought about what we're going to speak about.
Okay.
So I don't like to be blind, so I don't like to freestyle.
Yeah.
So if I know we have a meeting coming up, I know I'm supposed to like confirm it with you, but I don't want to talk to you until I really have everything I got going on confirmed and done. And now I'm like,
nah, now I could answer. At least it's a one answer thing.
Yeah.
Because if you was talking in a circle, because
no.
It looks like you kind of just like, nah, she don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, so I get that.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like, I don't want to really, even my text messages, I do like this weird thing, my text messages, they kind of like tasks for me. So I don't check it until I'm ready to kind of talk about that conversation.
I get that.
Because I can't be all over the place. I want to give people my undivided attention, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do I give that to you through text?
See, you work with your hands, so it's different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You work with your hands, so you're busy. You're working the whole time.
I'm trying to be a better friend. I'm trying to be a better texter.
But sometimes that just doesn't work for everybody. Like I said, you work with your hands. So imagine somebody doing your makeup and they keep picking up their phone.
Yeah.
That is...
Exactly. That's what I be trying to say to people. Like, if I'm with my kid all the time or I'm with a client, how am I supposed to
How am I going to be on the phone?
Like every 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Probably not even talking about nothing.
Exactly.
What you doing? I'm doing what I'm always doing. I'm working. I'm making money. And I'm being a mom. That's all
I'm being
doing.
honest. So if you understand that, just don't take it personal.
Respectfully.
When I text you back tomorrow. Yeah. Because and then I don't get to pause with what I'm doing. I feel like as soon as I'm done with work, I got to go get Golden. I take Golden to my mom. I leave him there. I go to my shop. I'm doing what I can do for 3 hours. Soon as I leave there, back driving, go and pick him up. Yo, I don't, it doesn't stop. And it's no break in between. So yeah, you're going to wait until I text you back. And that's why I don't like to be on the phone, because you're interrupting that routine that I'm moving. I'm constantly moving.
That's going to go viral. Like, that is me, like, that is me head on. I'm telling you.
You're the same person.
You just explained that perfectly.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, I needed that because I be feeling guilty as far as like just trying to hold on to friendships and trying to get everybody to understand me and not feeling bad about it. And
we just really need people in our lives that understand that part. You know, it's a mad dash.
Right.
And not everybody has the same type of routine, which I get, you know, especially if you don't have a kid. But just be a little bit slower with us because this is a lot. Like for me, I still have a full-time job now and the entrepreneurship and then the mom and the relationship at home.
You have a physical location.
Yeah, I have a physical location and I moved it across town. That's my fault, but I love it. I love all the new people that I'm meeting, the new clients, different type of people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's
transition because you did move not only another town, you moved like a few towns over where it's a completely different county. Completely different.
And it's wonderful. Like, I like it. Yeah. I love everybody over there. They're supportive. And so they made it easy, so to speak. My only drawback was me feeling like I had a little bit of imposter syndrome. Because sometimes when all of these new people are asking me about what I do and, you know, what my business is, and I have to keep explaining myself over and over, it start feeling kind of like, do I do all of this? And then it shakes you up.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of messed up how I organize my space. It messed up how I speak to people about what I do. Made me not sure if I want to offer certain services because I wasn't sure. Like, I'm telling you, it just was like super, super negative.
Yeah.
And it comes and goes. But then once you pop out of it, it's like, what was I?
What was I?
Why was I doing that?
Yeah, why was I doubting myself? Or
you know, but you're not exempt from these things. They happen. Yeah. They happen to everybody, even the people at the top. So once you become self-aware, it's kind of like, okay, all right. Yeah. Now I know how to move forward. Let me just, you know, everybody's making me feel okay.
Yeah, it took me so long to even call myself an educator because I'm like, I am not like I didn't graduate from college. I'm not like, you know, probably the smartest person in the world, but I definitely know a lot about makeup and I have over 9 years of experience of trial and error of the beginning stages.
Yeah.
of being a freelance makeup artist, working in a makeup store before. Like I've literally experienced everything in and out.
And that's really good. I didn't even know you worked in a makeup store before.
I tried it. It didn't last.
But that's like, cool. What? You still got
know my worth. Like,
yeah,
I'm a businesswoman. I know my worth. So I just it wasn't.
Branch off and do your thing.
I tried it.
But you had to. You
had
to do it to find out.
And now I knew, okay, this is how you run a makeup store.
Yeah.
So it was cool for me to even get that experience. That. I'll do it again, to be honest, just to really get another like, how y'all really running it in here? Like, how does this go?
Like,
Inventory.
All y'all gotta do is XYZ.
But show me the programs that y'all use for inventory and stuff like that. That's like stuff that
That's what you want to know. Yeah. And I'm doing the same thing. Like right now, I've been applying to like digital marketing jobs in fashion companies. So I'm trying to, if they let me in, if they let me in, I'm coming to get every piece of knowledge. You know, I'm not going to do bad there. Everything's going to be good. I'm going to earn that check.
Right.
But, you know, I'm taking it back to Perlamore and I'm going to grow it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So you go to these jobs and you kind of get like some type of fertilizer and you come back and plant the seeds in your business. And then once it grows, you could quit that job.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes.
I like that plan. So where is Perlamore right now?
Oh, Perlamore is in redevelopment again because
always in there.
I'm never scared to start over right? Because now I'm starting from experience. Okay. You know, I'm not starting from scratch. And even if I am, I'm going to do it way better this time. Mm-hmm. So with me, I feel like there was a lot of pockets in my business that needed to be filled and I needed to figure out like the specifics behind it. Yeah. And I'm going to rewrite my business plan and then move forward like that. Okay. Only because I do want to really win some grants.
Yes, me too.
The big ones.
So and
it requires, I love that. Yeah, it requires that paperwork, that knowledge, that plan, that like, what are you going to do with this money for real?
Make it make sense.
Yeah, and it's just
I had to take a step back too because when I started applying for grants, I started thinking like, dang, do I really even know what I want to do? Yeah. Like I started, they asking all of these questions, like how are you going to make this money back in, you know, staff and furniture and
But if you think about it, it's everything you really need to know.
It's everything that I
really... You need to know that.
Yes. And I needed somebody to ask me that. Mm-hmm. So right now I'm in transition too because I'm getting prepared for grants.
Yes, very good.
And I had to literally 360 my whole business and really think, okay, step back. What am I doing? What do I want? And where is this supposed to go?
And you know why we transitioned from being hustlers?
Right.
That's why.
We off the streets.
We was getting money. we was getting money first. Money first.
No,
now it's like, okay, all right, hold up. No. Let's put some structure behind it because I do want to get funded. I don't want to keep, you know, pulling out of my own pocket.
Want to be the employer anymore, employee anymore.
No, I was just speaking about that to my mom. Like, I don't think my business would be a business without me. The business starts and ends with me. What if something happens to me? That's it. So that's not a business. This is a hobby. And I want to move this out of the hobby stage.
Right.
Yes, I get money from it, you know, and it's different seasons where it's on and off, and that's natural in any business. But for me, it's like, okay, how would I employ somebody? What do you need them to do? Write that out.
That draws back to what do you need?
What do you need?
What are you doing?
And where's this going?
Yes.
How much money do you need to do that?
You literally need to plan at least a year or two ahead.
5.
In order to even answer all the questions that they're going to ask you. It's like...
You need a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan for those big grants.
And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous to go for the big grants. I haven't been going for the big grants because I'm more of a person that's like, I'd rather be safe than to go big.
Okay.
I do that first. Okay. I'm always, I don't know. I kind of make a plan A, B, and C. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to aim for this because I'm sure that I could get this.
Okay. You go for the low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. I'll probably go with probably a little bit more easier too.
Yeah, that's the low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
so once you
like,
go for that, it's easier to just get that one. You'll probably gain more confidence to get the next one and go bigger and bigger.
It's a big thing for confidence for me. I don't like to fail. I don't like things to go the opposite direction.
I get you.
Even though I'm really trying to like keep my faith with God and just let God be the, you know, the driver on this thing right now. But I'm so used to controlling everything and I'm trying to like step back.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Like, are you a person that feels like, let me see how to word it. Do you feel like if something happens to you, do you find a lesson in it? Do you feel like you always catch the lesson in something that happened to you that you didn't like?
Do I feel like I always catch the lesson?
Yeah. Even if it's a small thing.
Yeah, I catch the lesson for sure because of the way I react. That's where I see the lesson.
Right.
In the way I react. So,
yeah.
Depending on my reaction.
Yeah. Now with me, I feel like I catch a lesson in everything. Like, I don't know if that's like some little spiritual thing, but
that's good. Even
when the smallest things make me upset, because I've learned a lot of self-control. Yeah. I've learned how to cut back on, you know, saying hurtful things and being just a sharpshooter. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't hold my tongue all the time, but I've been learning when to cut back. You know what I'm saying? So when things happen to me and I get like irritated in traffic, I always say, you're supposed to not get there at that time.
Right.
Something is either avoiding you or you're missing something. You know, whatever it is, calm down. Because it's always for your greater good every single time.
Right.
Every single time. I don't care how mad you are. It's happening for you. It's not happening to you. Right. So I always try to think about it like, I'm in all this traffic. Soon as I start thinking negative, I shift it real quick.
I love that.
Like, let's get off of this. Because this is not, you missing something. I always say it. If you mess up that bag, all right, cool, this is a lesson. You wasn't supposed to buy that expensive whatever. Because I bought an expensive camera. And next thing I know, it's like mad things coming out of the woodwork. And I'm like,
I'm like a little bit opposite. I'm kind of like, I like to ignore things. I like to shut my feelings down. Like, I'm kind of hard on myself.
All right. I had a screenshot from, who is the richest guy? Bill Gates.
Okay.
He said stress comes from avoiding the things that you know you're supposed to do.
Oh my God, Nam, why would you tell me that?
Because I'm going to repost it or I'm going to send it to you. It is. As soon as you're ignoring it, it's stressing you out. It's stressing you out and I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it's the realest thing. And so every time something comes up that I just don't want to do, I do it first. I do it first and get it out the way.
You know what I do? I shut down. I ignore it.
Okay.
And I don't think about it.
Okay.
Because I know that it controls my emotions. And if I start thinking about it, I'm going to overthink.
Okay.
So I just say, don't think about it right now. It's not today. Think about it tomorrow. I need like one problem at a time.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's not a bad thing at all.
Because
sometimes you don't have the energy to do that. Thing.
I don't even want to think about it because I'm already trying to perfect it. So I'm like, it's not today.
Yeah.
Cool. Worry about it tomorrow.
Now
I've been telling myself that a lot. Worry about it tomorrow.
On a time frame thing, yes, that's cool. But if you gotta get it done, it's like,
no, I'm definitely gonna think about it tomorw. But it's definitely like not today. It can't be today.
Yeah, it can't be today. Sometimes you need that day.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
And I'm the only person that really console me. So I'm the only I talk to me.
Yes. And that's okay.
That's how I deal with.
Write it down, whatever. Get it out, but get it out though.
Right.
I ain't gonna tell you how many times I just go cry real quick and be like, all right, now I'm a gangster.
I'm a crier. I don't know about everybody else. I'm a crier. I'm getting it out.
I don't like to cry in front of people.
No, not in front of people. I don't mind. It might come out. If it come out, it's coming out.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna hide it.
I'm gonna hide it.
Like, I'm gonna just be staring at you and they just gonna be like this. Just rolling, like just going.
You gotta cry on the
with
inside,
a serious face like this. With a serious face and they just gonna be just rolling. You gonna be like, girl, don't cry, and I'm just dying.
You're over there looking like a serial killer.
I'm a silent crier though. I'm a very silent crier. I'll just sit there and they just eyes bloodshot red and they just like
they're just rolling down.
I'm not afraid to cry in front of people, but I cry a lot.
I feel like I'm not afraid to cry in front of people, but I try not to.
With a business,
I don't want
How do
sympathy.
you not be a crier?
I don't know.
As a business owner, how are you not a crier?
You have to get it out. Get it out.
No, you had to be in the army or something if you don't cry and you own a business. It's no way. It's no way that you're not stressed out enough to where you're just breaking down because it's like something brick by brick we added on, but it's like you still got 1,000,001 bricks left.
Yeah. And something is just
even
eating.
after you dead, you still got business to do. Like, it just don't end.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So I don't know how you guys could just not cry.
Yeah, you got to get those emotions out. You know what I started doing?
But not that tough.
I started back, because I had stopped for a while, listening to love songs, listening to love music. I don't
listen to love songs.
Me either.
I'm not an R&B,
but I still just
I'm
don't
like an early R&B type of vibe. I'm a real like Maya, Aaliyah girl. I'm not. No,
but I haven't even been listening to their songs.
Not stupid girl love songs.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say no names, but yeah.
Don't get me started.
I just need a good flow. Like even songs about like everybody likes that. What's the name? Giapel? Closer to My Dreams.
Giapel?
Yeah, Goeple. I think that's how you spell her name.
I think I've seen it.
If you heard the song, you know it.
Okay.
And even songs like that, it's just a good flowing song.
Okay.
Instead of all of this hard rap music that we grew up listening to all the time, I need a change of pace. Like I need a different frequency. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to, different music now.
Yeah. I listen to a lot of pop, to be honest.
Yeah. Upbeat music.
Yeah. But because I like feel good music. Yeah. I like music that make me feel like, oh, I want to be in a video. Like, I wonder what the video look like. And I could just picture me like, I need music like that. Like I'm very much in my like Doja Cat.
Yeah. So with me
vibe right now,
for me, that type of music you're describing is soca music, which is Trinidadian.
Okay.
And it's always about parties. Always dancing, partying, everything.
I don't think it's about parties.
Everything
not partying.
Lit.
Not that type of lit.
That's what Trinidadian music is.
Though. No, I don't like that type of music. I like music to where, I like girls that's like talking shit.
Yeah.
But very sexy,
like
classy.
Talking about themselves in a good way.
In a good way, though.
Yeah. In a really good way.
About how they just that.
Yeah.
I love that.
They reach their level.
I love that.
They're describing how they feel at their level.
I love
any
artist that's
feels
super
good.
confident without being confident.
That feels good.
Yeah. So
I like that.
That's what I'm liking right now.
I got a lot of genres on my playlist.
But I like my rap too. My rap, I ain't gonna lie. When I get a hater, when I get somebody that's like hating on me, it's giving Glorilla, it's giving Lotto, it's giving like.
But I never push that out because I feel like I don't want to attract none of that. Yeah. I don't want to attract no haters. No, I want everybody to like me, not to say, I'm gonna do stuff for everybody to love me.
But you don't want to.
But I don't want to attract
antagonize people.
Yeah, I don't, because they probably feel that anyway.
They do.
You know what I'm saying? And that's natural. You'll get out of that when you reach your level of success. Everybody's level of success is different. I don't want what you want.
Yeah,
you don't want what I want. Why am I mad? You know what I'm saying? So it's just for certain people, they feel that whether you put the music behind your picture or not.
Yeah. That's true. It's more of like music's kind of like an alter ego for me.
Yeah.
So certain songs, I'm kind of like, like this is how I feel. Like, if I was a rapper, this is what I would say.
This is what I would say.
I feel like we like Nicki because Nicki kind of says some stuff that like we would want to say.
Yeah.
Or if we had that confidence, we would say.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of them do.
Yeah.
They do. They be feeling themselves no matter what fans or comments or nothing say. Oh, they pop, they mess, they go for it. And I listen to it and I just be like, I know that's right.
Right.
Now, I'm not going to post it behind my picture to represent me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But she killed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I even feel like that with a lot of men music. I still relate it to me. I don't care what he talking about. And if I'm rapping it and I can relate to it.
It means what I think it means.
All right. That's just it.
I mean, I try to balance that because that's what I mean by like, I kind of take it in for what I think it is.
Yes.
So. Yeah. But we're going to wrap it up, though, because we can talk all goddamn day. But I want to thank you so much for coming out to my episode as the very first guest. I think we got a lot to talk about. I definitely need you to come back.
Yes, I'll come back.
Because we need to talk about beauty tips.
Yes.
Because you know I was going to mention it. She is a per diem makeup artist. Yeah. She's a per diem makeup artist.
I got more skills to learn.
My girl got some skills, and she definitely has a YouTube channel out with some tutorials that are from way back then.
Yeah, still putting out some new ones now.
Hello. And she has some new ones now too as well. So if you guys are interested in Namdi's YouTube channel, make sure you check that out. What's your YouTube channel actually?
At Nambella. Nambella.
Wow,
that's on Instagram. That's on YouTube. That's on everything.
Okay.
Thank God it was available.
Right. I mean, I just tried to create my YouTube again, and then they won't give me my original name. I'm like, now I got to add something to it. I think I'm going to add like TV or something. Right. I don't know. Which I think.
Podcast?
Yeah. I didn't want to just be too, like, keep me in a box.
Okay.
Because I'm like, we be going tutorial. We be doing lifestyle. We be doing vlogs.
Yeah.
We could be doing a whole bunch of stuff. So
okay.
It depends. But thank you so much. If you were able to watch this entire episode, I appreciate you. And make sure you guys are tuned into my channel, Beyond the Brushes. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.